Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about alimentary canal mind mapping. Let us start it. You can also draw with me. The alimentary canal starts from mouth and it ends at anus. So we are going to draw mind map. You can also call it a flow chart. This is our mouth. It has a buccal cavity which has three things in it. One is teeth. We have 32 teeth in our mouth when we are adult, and when we are small kid we have 20 temporary teeth. And we have tongue present in our mouth. So when we are talking about teeth, we can write here 32 in number, then we will write here cut, grind and chew. What we can do is we can again make boxes so that they remain different from each other. Like this. We will just make box for teeth also. Yes. Now we will write characteristics of tongue. First of all, what the tongue do? It helps in tasting the food. It helps to mix saliva in food and hence wet it. So that it can encircle in mouth easily. And the third thing the tongue does is to push the food inside the food pipe. What is the function of the third thing which is present in our mouth, which is known as salivary glands? Salivary glands are 3 in number. They produce saliva which has enzymes present. What is the function of saliva? Saliva first of all helps to wet the food so that it can be chewed easily by the teeth. Secondly, it also has salivary enzymes present in it which helps in changing starch into glucose. Now the food then enters into food pipe, which is also known as esophagus, and the movement of food in esophagus is known as peristaltic movement. Okay. Now the food entering into our stomach. Stomach, what are the characteristics? Churns the food and digest proteins. Now there are 3 things again which are present in stomach. You can say like this. One is HCl, which is the acid secreted. What is the function of this acid? First of all, it helps in killing the bacteria, and it also prepares acidic medium for gastric juices to work, because gastric juices only work in acidic medium. Okay, and here you have gastric juices. Now what the gastric juices do? Gastric juices digest proteins into amino acids. Okay, you can just join it like this. This is the function. Okay, now the third thing is mucus. What does the mucus do? Mucus lines the internal lining of stomach so that to protect from HCl, because the HCl is a very strong acid. Now the food then enters into small intestine. When it enters into small intestine, liver, which is present, secretes its bile juice into small intestine, and pancreas, we will make it here, it secretes its pancreatic juice in small intestine, plus small intestine also has intestinal juice secreted inside. Now all these three juices helps in digesting the food. Proteins gets changes into amino acids, then carbohydrates gets changes into glucose, fats gets changes into fatty acids and glycerol. Now the food goes into, now I am mentioning here villi. This will help you in remember. Now when the food is going through small intestine, the small intestine has villi present on its wall, which helps in increasing the surface area and absorption area. What we will do, we will highlight some places here so that it will be very clear to you later on. And this is large intestine. It goes into the large intestine now. The food is already digested, absorbed through the blood vessels which are present in villi. Now leftover food is now gone into large intestine. Now in large intestine, what happens? Large intestine absorbs water, and whatever is left out in the left out nutrients. We will not call it food, we will call it waste now. It goes into rectum, where it is stored so that it can be excreted. So then after, when the pressure is more, rectum feels that there is so much of waste already stored there, then through anus the food is excreted out of the body. Okay, now what I'll do is, I will just one more thing here, we have forgotten to highlight it, put it in the box. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to highlight some boxes so that it is wherever I have put the characteristics, I will highlight them so that it will be easier for you to remember, like this. You can do that. Okay, now here one more thing we will do here also. You can make your own mind map and flow chart. This is one way of doing it. You can make your own. You can use clouds, you can use rectangles, you can use circles. I have a small area, so I have made a small mind map. You can use a full page and you can make it bigger diagram. So I hope it is clear to you. I will again revise once again. The food first goes into the mouth. Here, mouth and buccal cavity. There are three things present: teeth, tongue and salivary glands. Salivary glands produce saliva, which helps in digestion of starch into simple sugars. Yeah, we have just we forgot to mention it. Okay, then the teeth in mouth helps in cutting, grinding and chew. The tongue, which is present in the mouth, it helps in tasting the food, mixing the saliva with the food and pushing the food inside the food pipe. With the help of peristaltic movement, the food goes into esophagus, then into the stomach. Stomach helps in churning of the food. In stomach, three things are secreted: mucus, HCl and gastric juices. HCl helps in killing the bacteria and prepare acidic medium for the gastric juices, because gastric juices can only work in acidic medium. Now, and this mucus helps in lining the internal lining of the stomach, so that the HCl do not work on the cells of the stomach. Okay. Now, the food goes inside the small intestine. In small intestine, the liver, which is the largest gland of our body, secretes bile juice. Pancreas is another gland which is present, then it secretes pancreatic juice, and small intestine has its intestinal juice. All these three things together work and digest the food. Now, in small intestine, small finger-like projections, villi are present, which help in increasing the surface area and absorption area. The food which is already digested is now absorbed by villi, which has lots of blood vessels. The food then goes, the undigested food which is left over, now it enters into large intestine. The large intestine absorbs water and left out nutrients. It sends the waste into rectum, and through rectum the feces are excreted through anus. One thing I would like to mention is that this is the acidic medium and this is the alkaline medium. So what I will do is I will highlight it like this. So whatever work is done in stomach is in acidic medium, and in small intestine the food is digested in alkaline medium. So alkaline medium is provided by liver, the bile juice. Bile juice is doing two things. Bile juice is, first of all, it is giving alkaline medium to the small intestine, and it also helping in changing of fats into fatty acid. It emulsifies the fats. Okay, students. So let me write down one more thing for you. Let me give you the last nutrient or the component which is found, like for fats are changed into fatty acids and glycerol. Okay, proteins are changed into amino acids, and carbohydrates are changed into glucose. I hope this is clear to you. what I'll do, I will just highlight it so that it remains different from rest of the mind map. Okay student, I hope I have made myself very clear and it will help you in understanding the alimentary canal and how does the food moves inside the digestive system, starting from the food and ending into the feces. Okay, so happy learning. Thank you. Bye bye.